Yes, so in the previous class we were studying about the salts, and in the previous class we were discussing that there are the two types of salts, mainly acidic salt, basic salts, and neutral salts. Okay, and three types of salts actually, and we have done this one in the previous class. Okay, that what are weak acids, what are strong acids. We have done this one. Okay, and in the previous class we have discussed about the preparations of caustic soda. Okay, caustic soda is actually NaOH, sodium hydroxide. So when this caustic soda NaOH, that we called it sodium hydroxide actually. Okay, so caustic soda NaOH can be prepared by passing. How can we prepare it? By passing electricity to the aqueous NaOH. Means if I'm writing this one like this way, NaCl plus water, this is called concentrated brine. Okay, concentrated brine. And this process is called chloralkali process. What we called it? We called it chloralkali process. Okay, because in this process chlorine gas and alkali means soluble base NaOH is being formed. This is a alkali and this is a chlorine, so that's why we called it chloralkali process. Got it? Okay, so in the previous class
Yes, sir.
we were discussing that this process is known as chloralkali process, and here NaOH is actually formed at near cathode, hydrogen gas is formed at cathode, and chlorine gas is formed at anode. Okay, so 1 marks question comes from this one. There कौन सी gas कहाँ बनती है, और there are so many questions that comes from this one, that a substance X. Okay, when just for example, if I'm taking this example from you. Okay, so let's study the another salt, then we will going to discuss that one. Okay, so at anode what happens actually? At anode means anode is positively charged. So there are two negatively charged ions. One is OH minus ion, another one is Cl minus ion. Okay, so they are the two negatively charged ions. So I have told you that in that case, if we have OH and Cl minus, so Cl minus will lose its electron more easily as comparison to OH minus ion. So okay, so here
So
it will
why?
go because of the reactivities, because of the reactivity order beta. There we have the reactivity series. Like we have the reactivity series, there is an electrochemical series. Okay, so that is
Okay.
the electrochemical series. Okay, that we have that potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminum, zinc, iron. So they can easily lose their electron and form sodium potassium ion, sodium positive ion. Okay, and in terms of gaining, means the more reactive metals is one which can easily lose electrons. Means the above one, the top one can easily lose electron, and the lowest one and the lowest one can easily, if I'm talking about this one, here this one can easily donate electrons. So if I'm talking about the chloride ion, so it is also donating the electrons. Cl minus is also donating the electron. The top one can easily donate electrons, and the lower one can easily gain electrons. Okay, so if I'm talking this one, Cl minus and OH minus, which one can easily donate electron? So here it can easily donate electrons. Okay, so this one is NaCl minus ion. So it will form when they are the two chlorine atoms. Just imagine kijiye, they are the two chloride ions. One is this one, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Here the chlorine electronic configuration is 287. The electronic configuration of chlorine is 287 beta. Okay, so here we are having 287 means the atomic number of chlorine is 17. But when we are having chloride ion, it means it is having an extra electron. It is having an extra electron that is making it negatively charged. Okay, so then when we have two chloride ions, let's suppose we have the two chloride ions. Okay, this one is also the chloride ion, two chloride ions with 7 original electrons and 1 borrowed electrons from the other one. Okay, that's why they are having the negatively charged ions. So what happened at anode actually, they donate their 1 electrons and 1 electrons. Okay, and when they donate their 1 electrons, so again their charge will be removed and they will become Cl atoms, and these Cl atoms get combined together, and they form a chlorine gas, Cl2 molecule. This is 1 electron gets shared here. एक बार ये इलेक्ट्रॉन उसके ऑर्बिट में घूमेगा तो उसके भी 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन हो जाएंगे, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and the similar way 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So this is the formation of chlorine gas, and here the 2 electrons are removed. Okay, and the removal of electron is called oxidation beta. You need to understood this one. आप समझ भी सकते हैं कि here the chloride ion is going to have -1 valency and Cl2 gas is going to have 0 valency. Cl2 gas is going to have 0 valency. So the oxidation state of chloride ions changes to 0 from -1 to 0. So increase in oxidation state is called oxidation. Means if a number is changing from -1 to 0, then it is increasing actually. And if it is increasing, we are saying that this is an oxidation. Okay. So at anode, always the oxidation take place. Okay. At cathode, the always reduction take place. Reduction will be there. So it can be asked in 1 marks question that when we do the electrolysis of brine for the in the chloralkali process, what happened at anode? Is the chloride ion is oxidized or reduced? So we always say that the chloride ion is actually getting oxidized. Okay, or oxidation is taking place. Always at anode, oxidation is going to take place. At cathode, reduction is going to take place. So what happens here is, अब क्या होता है कि हमारे पास we have the two positive H plus ion, two positively charged ion. One is the H positive ion and another one is the H positive ions come from the water. We have this reaction NaCl plus water. Let I'm writing here HCl H2O, sorry H2O. So if I'm writing this equation H2O plus NaCl, so H is coming from the H positive is coming from the water, and Na positive is coming from the NaCl. Okay, so if I'm saying here that if we have the two positively charged ions, so more the there we need to gain the electrons. Now more lower the electron, it can easily gain the electrons. Means जितना ज्यादा नीचे होगा वो आसानी से इलेक्ट्रॉन को गेन कर लेगा. So out of this one, लूज करने में जो ऊपर होता है वो लूज करता है. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल if I'm saying OH will lose electron first or Cl minus will lose electron first, so Cl minus will lose electron first. Okay, because it is at the top. In the similar way, if I'm saying that magnesium will lose its electron first or sodium hydrogen will lose its electron first, so hydrogen losing in case sodium will lose its electron first. So losing में जो ऊपर होगा वो easily electron को lose करेगा, and gain करने में opposite होता है. The lowest one जितना ज़्यादा नीचे होगा उतना ही easily electron को gain करेगा. So if I'm talking about this one, out of this sodium and hydrogen, which will gain the electron first, so it will gain the electron first rather than sodium, because sodium needs more energy to gain electron because it is already stable. Sodium की electronic configuration होती है 281. Okay, 281. So when it loses its electron, when it loses its one electron, it will form Na positive ion. When it loses its electron, let's suppose it loses its one electron. Let's suppose this electron is loosed, so it will become Na positive. Now it has a stable electronic configuration of 28. And if I'm talking about the hydrogens, hydrogen has only one electron in its outermost shell, and it needs two. But H plus ion, when does H plus ions form? When hydrogen will lose its one electron. So अभी तो ये stable नहीं हुआ, इसको तो दो करने थे, लेकिन इसने तो एक था वो भी lose कर दिया, तो stable नहीं हो पाता. It can easily gain electron. So here the two H plus ions of water will get these two electrons. What would happen जब ये दो electron को gain करेगा? So it will simply form the hydrogen gas. So what's the difference between the H plus ions in a hydrogen gas at a molecule? That is these are the hydrogen H positive ions without electrons. But when we give electron to them, let's suppose we are giving the electron to them. So if I'm giving the electron to this one and one electron to this one, so their positive charges will be removed because after gaining the electron, their charges will get removed, and it will become hydrogen gas, H2 molecule. There are two hydrogen atoms, two electrons for each one. Okay, got it? Or still having some doubt regarding to this one? Got it, beta?
Please explain again.
Okay, so if I'm talking about कि हमारे पास दो chloride ion होते हैं, okay? When we are doing the electrolysis of, let me explain you there. When I'm having NaCl, okay? NaCl plus water. So actually what is happening here? So many questions can arise from this one. That's why I need to explain this in detail. So what will happen? NaOH will form on passing electricity to it. NaOH will be formed plus hydrogen gas plus Cl2 gas will be formed. Okay. Now what is happening here actually? When we take the electrolytic cell, in the electrolytic cell, there are the two rods. Okay, they are the two electrodes. This is the positively charged, this is the negatively charged. Okay. Now, if I'm talking about this one, beta, NaCl, when is added to water, then it is a salt, it can break Na positive ion and OH minus ion and OH minus ion. Okay, it will be breaked into Na positive and OH minus ion. In a similar way, water will also get dissociated into, sorry, Na positive and OH nahi. Yes, the OH ion will comes from the water. So this is the H positive and OH minus ion coming from the water. This is water, it is giving you H positive and OH minus ion. In the similar way, here we have Na, and so Na will comes from the Na positive and Cl minus ion. So it will break Na positive and Cl minus ion, So it will get dissociated. So what is happening here? Towards the positively charged rod, the negatively charged ion will move. So we have the two negatively charged ion. One is the chloride ion, other one is the OH minus ion. So out of this, the Cl minus ion can easily lose its electron. So Cl minus ions, the two Cl minus ion will goes, they have extra one electron. So they will lose their electrons. After losing, they will form Cl2 gas. This is the Cl2 gas. They will form the Cl2 gas and the two extra electron will goes out. तो यहाँ मैंने आपको explain किया है कि they are the Cl2, the chlorine gas, okay, Cl2. When they have extra electrons, so they lose their electrons and they becomes 7 electron आ जाते हैं जिसमें एक electron share करके they form the Cl2 molecules. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So because chlorine is going to have the 7 electrons. So when they share one electron, so एक बार इसका इलेक्ट्रॉन इसके ऑर्बिट में घूमेगा, एक बार इसका इलेक्ट्रॉन इसके ऑर्बिट में घूमेगा, तो दोनों स्टेबल हो जाएंगे. They will both get stable. Okay, and they will form this Cl2 gas, यानी Cl2 gas बना देंगे. And these two electrons that were coming from this two Cl minus ions will be added to the H plus ions. H plus ion will get these two electrons. So at cathode actually the negatively charged rod, we have the two positively charged ion. One is the sodium, another one is the H plus ion. So Na positive ion will not move, will not gain the electrons because it needs more energy to gain electron. So H positive ion can easily gain electrons. Okay, so because it comes below the reactivity series, and the one which is coming below the reactivity series can gain easily electron. So here we can have this one electron it will gain. So there are the two hydrogen ions. One is the hydrogen ion this one and one hydrogen ion this one. When they get two electrons, they will form the hydrogen gas with two electrons here, and they will be forming the hydrogen gas. Got it? Got it?
Yes.
And gaining of electron is called reduction, and removal of electron is called oxidation. So for example, at anode, always anode is electron withdrawing in nature, so it removes the electron, and cathode is electron donating in nature. So cathode is giving the electron to the H plus ion, so it is donating electron, means it is adding the electron, so it will be becoming the, this is called the reduction. Or moreover, you can understand here that plus sign means H plus ion is going to have positive 1 valency, or here there is no charge, so there will be 0. So from +1 to 0, it simply indicate that its oxidation state is decreasing, and that's why we will say that कि ये reduction होगा. Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
So let's move further. Now the physical properties of NaOH. NaOH is actually a white translucent. Translucent means that is not 100% pure crystal, or we can say the pure white. It is some translucent like the sugar crystal. Actually, we see the sugar is actually when we have the sugar in a box or in a container, then it appears white. But actually, when we see one crystal of sugar, then it's appear to be a translucent. And a similar way, this is like the sugar particles, like we have the sugar particles, bigger sugar particles. So it is similar to that one. Okay, so that is translucent, readily soluble in water, and can easily dissolve in water. Deliquescent in nature. Deliquescent means when you kept in open air, then absorb moisture and get dissolved into it, when means in the humid day and in the humid day when you keep it in the open air, then in that case it will absorb the moisture from the atmosphere and get dissolved, means अपनी state भी change कर देता है, उसमें घुल जाता है. On prolonged expose, मतलब when you keep it this anyways, this caustic soda for long time, so it actually react with the atmospheric carbon dioxide, CO2, because you have seen that आपने देखा भी होगा experiment में कि NaOH and KOH, when we have to remove the that for example if we have to do the experiment of plant, the plant जो है वो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को रिलीज करते हैं, so that we do simple experiment from this one we can do. हम लोग यहाँ पर क्या करते हैं, एक प्लांट को रख देते हैं और या कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड से ही स्टार्च बनता है, तो हम लोग एक प्लांट को रख देते हैं यहाँ पर, and then we to remove the carbon dioxide from this chamber we just keep some amount of KOH in this petri dish. Okay, so we just keep the KOH. So KOH and NOH are also the good absorbent of carbon dioxide. So when they are kept in open air, so sorry, for long, when you heat it, when you keep it for a long time, then it will absorb the moisture, carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and will convert it into carbon dioxide, sorry, sodium carbonate and water. Now you will be thinking that कि अगर हम लोग इसको ओपन एयर में रखते हैं तो ये मॉइस्चर को एब्जॉर्ब करेगा कि ये CO2 को एब्जॉर्ब करेगा, दोनों ही एटमॉस्फेरिक कंडीशंस में है. सो बेटा ऑन ह्यूमिड डे when there is lot of moisture, and on in that case it absorb the moisture from the atmosphere and get converted into the means get dissolved into it. But when you keep it on the for long time, whether it is on dry day, where is it, okay, when you keep it on the dry day or for long time, then it react with the atmospheric carbon dioxide and form sodium carbonate. Got it? Got it?
Yes, sir.
Hello Asila, how are you? Asila, is I audible to you? Are you there in the class? Asila, are you there in the class? No, she's not. Okay. Uses of NaOH. It is used to manufacture soap. This 1 marks question arises from this one. That NaOH comes from the, means the uses are important. It is used for manufacturing of soap, detergent, papers, artificial silk, purification of bauxite. Bauxite, what is bauxite? Bauxite is an ore of aluminium, Al2O3 dot 2H2O. This is an ore of aluminium. Ore of aluminium means from which we get the aluminium. Aluminium. Got it? Got it? Asila,
Yes,
are you there
sir.
in the class?
Yes.
बेटा I was asking you कि कहाँ है, अभी थोड़ी देर में पहले आवाज लगा रहा था and you were not responding. Where were you? Where were you? कहाँ थे आप?
I don't know, sir. I didn't get your voice.
Okay. So this one is the bauxite. The bauxite is an ore of actually aluminium. So these are the important that it is used for manufacturing soap. Soap को बनाने में use किया था. We take the ester from the soap CH3 something and we react. Means it is used for making the ester. Soap बनाने में use किया जाता है, याद रखिएगा. Detergents को, paper को, artificial silk, purification of bauxites. Okay. So we will study this one in metals and non-metal chapter. So and carbonate compounds and formation of soap वगैरह. So no need to memorize here. Okay. So let's move further. So let's come to the next part is the bleaching powder. So one marks question arises from the bleaching powder actually. Bleaching powder is calcium bleaching powder is actually calcium oxychloride, CaOCl2. So bleaching powder, this 1 marks question arises that what is the chemical name of bleaching powder? The chemical name of bleaching powder is calcium oxychloride and or calcium hypochlorite. Okay, the chemical name of bleaching powder is calcium oxychloride or calcium hypochlorite. So actually what happened here is that when calcium hydroxide, this is a slag line, इसको थोड़ा ध्यान से समझो. Slake lime, this is, let's suppose this is a mixture of slake lime. I am making this one, and the paste like structure of calcium hydroxide. Paste like structure, paste like mixture, paste like mixture. Like we have the toothpaste, जैसे हमारे पास toothpaste होता है, वैसा अगर mixture है हमारे पास, या वैसा हमारे पास content है calcium hydroxide का, so that in that case beta, in that case that would be considered as calcium hydroxide. And this calcium hydroxide is called slake lime. Slake lime. लेकिन अगर हमारे पास if we are having a mixture like a थोड़ा सा हमने डाला बिल्कुल little amount में, we are not added in water. Like for example, if you are adding if you are having a glass and you are adding a little bit amount of powder of calcium hydroxide to it, so then that will be considered as lime water. The difference between the slake lime and lime water is they both are going to have the same formula. Slake lime and lime water both are going to have the same formula, but the difference here is that slake lime actually is a paste like structure, paste like mixture, or we can say the paste like, okay, solid forms कह सकते हो, या फिर solid तो नहीं बोलेंगे actually, we can say that it is a paste like concentrated solution of lime water, or you can calcium hydroxide. And when we have a pinch of calcium hydroxide in water, a glass of water or something, then it will be considered as slake lime. So lime water. तो lime water का जो color होता है that is transparent ही रहता है, but this is white in color. This becomes white in color because of the paste. Okay, so just forget this one. बस इतना समझो. When we pass this is calcium hydroxide. This is called slake lime. Okay, so when we pass chlorine gas to it, okay, then it forms calcium oxychloride, that is called the bleaching powder, and plus water. How this happen? We have this calcium hydroxide, Ca, then two OH ions. Two OH ions here will be one OH here and one OH here. So this H and this OH togetherly form the water, which is written here. ये मैंने arrow से represent किया है. And this O, one O here, and two chlorine atoms are there. So one chlorine atom get attached with this one chlorine atom attached with this one, like this way, CaO, Cl, and then Cl. This is called the bleaching powder. Okay, so 1 marks question come for the preparation, that the how bleaching powder is formed. So when slake lime, when we have a slake lime and we pass chlorine gas to it, then it simply gives you bleaching powder, that is calcium oxychloride and water. Okay, so calcium oxychloride or calcium hypochloride is the chemical name for this one, and the process by which we prepare this one is called the Hazen-Clever process. That is the Hazen-Clever process. इस process को हम लोग Hazen-Clever process कहते हैं. The process by which bleaching powder is manufactured is called the Hazen-Clever process. So it is a very simple preparation here. Just pass the chlorine gas to the calcium hydroxide, you will get the bleaching powder. Okay, so now how we pass this one, that we are just passing the chlorine gas from this side. We are passing the chlorine gas from this side, and when we are passing the chlorine gas, this is reaches to this and this move, and they are the blades, they rotate actually. These blade rotates here, these blade are rotating. So they here the chlorine gas is passed from this one, then it reaches to the upward side and it's continuously moving, and this way the chlorine gas is completely mixed with this one, और जो बच जाती है वो ऊपर को निकल जाती है, that is the calcium, okay, waste gas, or we add this slake lime from this portion. So from this one it is moving downward and the chlorine gas we pass from this. So इस तरह से हमारे पास यहाँ पर जो आता है, that is called the bleaching powder. So that is called the Hazen-Clever process. Do you have any doubt regarding to this one?
No, sir.
And Asila, do you have any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, so let's try one question from this one first. Okay. Okay, so here we have a question on your screen. प्लीज सॉल्व दिस वन। सॉल्व मीन्स मतलब बताइए मुझे एक्स क्वेश्चन पहले पढ़िए फिर मुझे बताइए क्या जवाब होगा। डन बेटा हुआ। What would be the answer? What is the compound X? First tell me. Tell me what is the compound X? Tell me beta. What is compound X? Anishka. Anishka, is I'm audible to you?
Yes, sir. Sir, we have to tell like it's
X, A.
brine or something.
You have to tell me X, Y, A, and B. A compound X on electrolysis. Compound X on electrolysis give an aqueous solution to produce a strong base. Y. What is X and what is Y? And give two gases A and B. B is used for manufacturing the bleaching powder. Any idea?
So, what are the gases used for manufacture of bleaching powder?
अभी तो पढ़ा है, अभी थोड़ी देर पहले तो पढ़ा ही है। देखो, we are having this one NaOH, NaCl. When react with water, aqueous of this one, concentrated solution of this one, when we electrolysis this one, we get the strong base, that is NaOH, strong base A, plus two gases. One is the chlorine gas and the other one is the hydrogen gas. This is called the chloralkali process. Okay. Okay. So now, beta, you need to understand here that we have the another one, that when we have calcium hydroxide and it react with chlorine gas, it will gives you the bleaching powder CaO, Cl2. This is the formula for the bleaching powder and water. So actually this calcium hydroxide is when passed with the chlorine gas. So here we can say that in the question it is being used that there are two gases A and B gas is used for manufacturing the bleaching powder. So B gas is this one, A gas is this one, and this is Y compound. Sorry, this is the Y compound, and this one is the X compound. Got it? Got it, beta? Asila and Tanishka got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's move further. Let's move further. Okay, this one is your question again. Tell me which one is correct, which one is, first read the question. Metal carbonate X on heating with an acid gives a gas which when passed through a solution Y gives a carbonate back. इसका क्या मतलब हुआ बेटा? That when we have a metal carbonate, what do you mean by the term metal carbonate? Here, whatever the metal carbonate means, metals with carbonate group, CO3 group, that is called the metal carbonate. Like for example, we are having this sodium carbonate into CO3, calcium carbonate CaCO3, okay, magnesium carbonate MgCO3. So these are the metal carbonate, metals with carbonate group. Got it? Got it, beta?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, when this metal carbonate actually react with acids, so it is a general equation that metal carbonate when react with acid. I'm writing here H plus ion instead of acid because all acids are those that dissociate their H plus ions in water. So here, if it is an acid, then it will be having the H plus ion. So I'm writing here acid. So metal carbonate when react with acids, they form salt plus carbon dioxide plus water. Okay, they form salt plus carbon dioxide plus water. Let me give you an example here. For example, if you are having calcium carbonate when react with H2SO4 sulfuric acid, then it will gives you calcium sulfate CSO4 plus water plus carbon dioxide gas. This will be formed. So this is the general equation that metal carbonate when react with acid, it will give you salt plus water plus carbon dioxide. Okay, so moving to the previous one. Okay, so let's move here. And so this is a general equation. So it is confirmed that we need to know this one, that the carbon dioxide gas will be released in this case. Carbon dioxide gas is case mein release ho. The CO2 gas will be released. Now the CO2 gas is released. Okay, metal carbonate X on reacting with an acid gives a gas which when passing through a solution Y. So it is confirmed that the gas is CO2 gas. Okay. Now, which when pass through a solution Y, we don't know that solution. When we pass this solution Y, this gives carbonate back. Okay, this gives the carbonate back. So it is the famous question, famous equation that when we pass carbon dioxide to a solution, then it is giving you carbonate back, means it is giving you that carbonate, that metal carbonate X back, means वापस आपको जो आपने कार्बोनेट लिया था वो वापस मिल जाएगा आपको जब आप उसी से कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड पास करोगे. So हम लोग को पता है कि अगर हम लोग किसी कंपाउंड के साथ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को पास करते हैं, if you are passing the carbon dioxide to a compound and it is giving you back the metal carbonate, that is the lime water. Lime water is actually beta mixed. Lime water is calcium hydroxide. मैंने बताया था सिलेक्ट लाइम भी यही होता है और लाइम वाटर भी यही होता है. When we have the concentrated solution, बहुत पेस्ट जैसा होता है, ड्राई, then we are going to have this, we called it select lime. लेकिन if it is a solution like salt solution, like we are having this sugar solution की तरह, अगर ये solution है water के अंदर, then it will be considered as lime water. So when carbon dioxide is passed through the lime water, it will gives you the calcium carbonate back, CaCO3 plus CO2. Means when you can write it like this way, it is calcium hydroxide, that is the Y compound we are assuming. अभी हम लोग को confirm नहीं हुआ है, हम लोग assume कर रहे हैं कि अगर if it is calcium hydroxide and when it is passed through carbon dioxide, it is giving you the metal carbonate back. तो ये metal carbonate back होगा. तो इस केस में जो metal carbonate बनेगा, अगर हम लोगों ने calcium hydroxide को assume किया है, if we are assuming the calcium hydroxide, कि calcium hydroxide को assume कर रहे हैं हम लोग Y solution, lime water मान रहे हैं इसको. Okay, so if we are having the lime Y solution as calcium hydroxide, then the metal carbonate will be calcium carbonate, CaCO3. So in CaCO3 we are assuming that the metal carbonate X is actually CaCO3. Means ये जो X compound है जो वापस बोल रहा है कि it will gives you back, so वो X compound जो है that is the calcium carbonate. Now it is being given to you in the question. On the other hand, a gas G obtained at anode during the electrolysis of brine, कि जब हम लोग brine का electrolysis करते हैं तो एक गैस है G जो ऑब्टेन होती है एनोड पर. सो अभी हम लोगों ने पढ़ा था when we electrolysis the brine, when the electrolysis of brine take place, then actually okay, when the electrolysis of brine is taking place, then एनोड पर कौन सी गैस निकलती है? that is the chlorine gas that we have studied previously. अभी हम लोगों ने पढ़ा है this one, that at anode the chlorine gas is formed. ठीक है, chlorine gas will be formed, chlorine gas बनेगी. So let me write it again. वहीं पर हम लोग चलते हैं. So okay, so if I'm saying कि chlorine gas पास करने पर अगर हम लोग को मतलब हम लोग को पता है कि क्लोरीन गैस ही होगी, क्योंकि क्लोरीन गैस ही ब्राइन को जब हम लोग इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस करते हैं तो क्लोरीन गैस ही हम लोग को एनोड पर मिलती है. सो वी नो दैट कि क्लोरीन गैस विल बी ऑब्टेन्ड एट एनोड. ओके, सो व्हेन दिस क्लोरीन गैस इज एडेड टू दिस कंपाउंड Y, यहाँ पर कह भी रहा है कि ऑन द अदर हैंड अ गैस G ऑब्टेन्ड ऑन एन एनोड ड्यूरिंग द इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस ऑफ ब्राइन ऑन ड्राई Y मतलब सूखे Y पर. ड्राई Y मतलब पहले तो ये सॉल्यूशन है Y का, that we called it lime water, but when you take this as a dry, so this will become calcium, the formula will remain same, and now this will be considered as Selig lime. इसको हम लोग Selig lime बोलेंगे, we will call it the Selig lime. So they will give you the compound Y compound देगा, and the compound Z used for disinfectant and for killing germs. तो bleaching powder को हम लोग disinfectant यानी germs को kill करने के लिए use करते हैं, that's why it will be considered as Z हो जाएगा. So let me explain you one more time this one question. This is very important question. So let me explain you this all. Okay. So wait a minute. Right. अरे यार ये कैसा आ रहा है? अच्छा वही वाले एलिमेंट मैंने कॉपी कर लिया. So let me explain you one more time this one. Okay, beta, let me explain you here one more time. So here we have a metal carbonate X. हमारे पास कोई एक metal carbonate है. Metal carbonate हम लोग को पता है कि metal carbonate is one that is having metal, जिसमें यहाँ पर 2 होगा और CO3 ग्रुप के साथ यहाँ पर कोई भी YZ हो, कुछ भी हो सकता है. We don't know. So metal carbonate when react with acids, they will gives you salt plus carbon dioxide plus water. So it is being given a metal carbonate X on reacting with acids gives a gas. A gas gives a gas, and that gas is carbon dioxide. This is a gas. Which when passed means this gas when passed through a solution Y gives the carbonate back. So when we are passing this solution Y through a solution with this carbon dioxide gas, when passed through a solution Y solution or solution Y, so it will give you this metal carbonate back, So this is M2CO3 whole something XYZ and water. So this metal carbonates when react with carbon dioxide, so that is we know that this solution is actually calcium hydroxide, because this is a very famous reaction. ये बहुत famous reaction है कि हम लोग जब lime water को when we are having a lime water and we passed the CO2 gas through it, तो हम लोग इससे CO2 gas pass करते हैं this lime water के साथ, then it turns milky, तो ये milky हो जाता है, ठीक है. This is the lime water calcium hydroxide, so it actually turns milky. When calcium hydroxide is passed, let me check this one. यहाँ पर मैं लिख देता हूँ this calcium hydroxide when passed with carbon dioxide, it will give you calcium carbonate plus water. And ये milky क्यों होता है? Because this calcium carbonate is not soluble in water. So because of its insolubility, ये यहाँ पर milky हो जाता है. It becomes milky. So here we will have this calcium carbonate and calcium hydroxide. So this is actually this is the calcium carbonate, this is white color. So this is the same metal carbonate. ये यही है क्योंकि हमारे पास calcium है, तो this is the metal carbonate. We are assuming that this one. लेकिन फिर भी हम लोग एक बार confirm करने के लिए कि whether the solution is bi or not, it is being given in the question further. कि on the other hand, a gas G obtained at anode during the electrolysis of brine. So we are having this one. Brine is this is NaCl when react with water, and when we did the electrolysis of this one, then it will gives you NaOH plus Cl2 plus H2, and this gas is obtained at anode because it is negatively charged and anode is actually positively charged. This is negative and this one is positive. So at anode the chlorine gas is formed. So this is at anode. This is obtained at anode. So this is at anode, and we will call it क्या बोलेंगे हम इसको? That will be the G gas. So it is being said that a gas G that is obtained at anode on during the electrolysis of brine when passed on dry Y, जब हम लोग उसको dry Y से pass करते हैं, तो we have the Y solution this one. Now the same we have to take कि this one CaOH whole twice, जब हम लोग इसको dry Y से pass करते हैं chlorine gas जो obtained हुई थी G, so it will gives you compound Z, तो एक Z compound देता है, that is bleaching powder CaOCl2 plus water, and this is called the Z compound. ये Z compound है which is used for disinfectant for cleaning germs. So हमको पता चल जाएगा disinfectant for cleaning germs के लिए हम लोग को कैल्शियम हाइड्रोक्साइड चाहिए, कैल्शियम ऑक्सीक्लोराइड यानी ब्लीचिंग पाउडर चाहिए होता है. सो यहाँ पर जो मेटल का सॉल्ट होगा दैट विल बी ऑफ कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट. गॉट इट? सो वी हैव X is CaCO3, we have Y solution as calcium hydroxide, we have the G gas as chlorine gas, and we have the Z compound as calcium oxychloride bleaching powder. Got it? Or still having some doubt? Tanishka and Asila समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
Asila, are you there in the class?
Yes, sir.
बेटा समझ में आया? थोड़ा थोड़ा फास्ट पढ़ाया?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you need to understood this one, and ये आपको इसी तरह के क्वेश्चंस आएंगे, तो you need to write. ये सब आप कब कर पाएंगे? When you need to practice, जब आप प्रैक्टिस करेंगे, and moreover you know the reactions. आपको reactions के बारे में पता होगा कि when metal carbonate react with acid, it will gives you this. Otherwise, you will not be able to solve this question. So this is you need to memorize the reactions. Okay. Let's study the next salt. So actually we were studying the Hazen-Claver process. So actually this is the process that we are having. This one are the blade rotators, and we have created the image again here. Okay. So in this, chlorine gas is passing through this one and the bleaching powder is coming. So let's move further. Now the other properties of physical properties of bleaching powder is it is a yellowish white powder. So कई बार ये भी पूछ लेता है कि yellowish white powder कौन सा होता है. So you need to memorize this one. A yellowish white powder is of means yellowish white powder is little bit, means we call it pale yellow. Pale yellow means not 100% yellow like this color. This is not, it is pale yellow. Pale yellow means light yellow, हल्का सा बादामी, जैसे बादामी कलर होता है ना, that is called pale yellow color. And gives a strong smell of chlorine. Means a strong smell आती है chlorine की. When exposed to open air, it react with atmospheric carbon dioxide. तो इस ये भी atmospheric carbon dioxide के साथ react करता है. In the previous question solved, we were studying this one की NaOH when it kept in open air, it will gives you Na2CO3, sodium carbonate दे देगा plus water. In the similar way, this bleaching powder when react with carbon dioxide, it will again give you calcium carbonate plus chlorine gas. It will give you the chlorine gas. Okay, so what happened when, so that's why so many questions arises ki, why should we keep the bleaching powder in airtight container? Because when it come in the contact with the atmospheric gases, like so it will react with the carbon dioxide and will form calcium carbonate, and the chlorine gas will be removed. And actually the purpose of bleaching powder, the bleaching powder ka main kaam hai, it is simply we can say that bleaching powder ka jo main kaam hai, it is done by the chlorine gas, beta. It is done by the chlorine gas. So it is important for you that you need to understand this one, that chlorine gas Cl2. Okay, this is the chlorine gas, and this will be simply the main function of this. If there is no chlorine gas, then it will not be doing any bleaching action nahi karega. So because of the chlorine gas, this is doing the chlorine. But if we kept in open air, then it will react with the atmospheric carbon dioxide and chlorine gas will be eliminated out. So it will not remain as a bleaching powder. अब तो ये काम ही नहीं करेगा. So to avoid this, bleaching powder should always kept in the airtight container. Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
Reaction with acids. So when bleaching powder react with acids, it will give you salt plus water plus chlorine. So when we have the bleaching powder and we wanted to get the carbon dioxide, sorry, chlorine gas available in this, so actually we reacted with this acid. Acid के साथ हम लोग इसको react करा देते हैं and will form calcium sulfate plus chlorine gas plus water. इस तरह से जो chlorine gas हमको मिलती है, that we called it available chlorine. Means when bleaching powder is treated with acids and we get the chlorine back, so this type of chlorine that is obtained by this by reacting bleaching powder with acid, so that is called the available chlorine. We called it available chlorine. We called it available chlorine. So this is calcium oxychloride. When react with HCl, it will give you calcium chloride plus water plus chlorine gas. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's do one more examples related to this one. Let's solve some problems. So let's do this one. Okay, let's study the plaster of Paris. This is a simple question. Okay, so this is related. Then we will be remaining only will be the two salt, that will be the bleaching powder and the baking soda and the washing soda. So उसके बाद फिर दो ही बचेंगे हमारे पास, वो हम लोग अगली क्लास में पढ़ लेंगे. Let's study the bleaching powder. The bleaching powder. Okay, this is the plaster of Paris. Let's study the plaster of Paris. Bleaching powder we have studied. Yeah? So plaster of Paris is actually this is the plaster of Paris, POP. That is the calcium sulfate dot half H2O. आप लोग देखोगे कि बहुत सारी कंपाउंड के लास्ट में यू विल बी फाइंडिंग राइटिंग लाइक दिस CuSO4.5H2O, like in washing soda we have Na2CO3.10H2O. So like we have MgSO4.7H2O. Okay, so we have this one. Okay, MgSO4, and so this dot water of crystalline means dot के साथ जो लगा रहता है water molecules, water content, that we call it water of crystalline. भी हम लोग उसको water of crystalline बोलते हैं. Okay, so what is actually the water of crystalline? The loosely attached water molecule with per unit formula of the compound. Per unit formula of the compound. Okay, यानी कि water of crystalline क्या है actually में? This is the loosely attached water molecule. Loosely attached क्यों बोल रहे हैं इसको? Because if you heat it, if you simply heat it, this water molecule will get removed. ये water molecule इसमें से remove हो जाएगा. Means when you heat it, this half water molecule will remove and will be only CaSO4. So this is the water of crystalline, means this is the loosely attached water molecule with unit formula of the compound. अब unit formula of the compound मतलब क्या हुआ? इसके plaster of Paris में CaSO4, the two molecules are attracting the one H2O. एक water molecule को attach करते हैं. So एक molecule on an average कितना करेगा? half water molecule. It does not mean it is going to have half O and H. It means that two water molecules, two calcium sulfate are attracting the one water molecule towards it. So according to our definition, that the water of crystalline is the loosely attached water molecule per unit formula. Means for per unit formula, if the two are attracting the one water molecule, then one will be attracting only half. So, अगर दो लोग एक को पकड़ते हैं तो एक कितने को पकड़ेगा? आधे को. Okay, so it is the same. So that's the formula. That's why we write it half. It does not mean कि it is attracting the half water molecule. It means that the two जो है वो the two calcium sulfate are attracting the one water molecule. So that's why on an average one, as per our formula, per unit formula of the compound, per unit formula it will be half. We cannot write it 2SO4, 2CSO4 are attracting the half, one water molecule. So we cannot write like this way. So actually POP can be prepared by heating gypsum. Gypsum is calcium sulfate dot 2H2O. So when you heat it at 100 degrees Celsius, according to the NCERT, and normally it is actually is 120 degrees Celsius or 373 Kelvin or 393 Kelvin. So if we heat it at 373 Kelvin or 100 degrees Celsius, according to the NCERT, or 120 degrees Celsius and 393 Kelvin, according to the actual book. But if that both options are given to you in the question, that in that case you have to choose the 100 degrees Celsius because it is written in the NCERT. So calcium sulfate dot 2H2O, okay, when it is heated, then it will form calcium sulfate dot half H2O. It means when we controlled heat, we used to keep the temperature maintained. हम लोग इसको कितना भी हीट नहीं कर सकते. अगर टेम्परेचर 100 से ज्यादा गया तो इट विल रिमूव दिस हाफ ऑल्सो. ये हाफ भी खत्म हो जाएगा. Okay, so when we controlled heat, this one means the heating is being controlled or control heating is done, then in that case only the half water molecule will remain this one, and 1 pass 1/2, or you can write it 3/2 water molecule out of this 2. If half is here, then 3/2 or 1 pass 1/2 will be eliminated out from this one, and that is called the plaster of Paris. And during the preparation of plaster of Paris, the temperature should not rise above 100 degrees Celsius. It should not rise above 100 degrees Celsius, because if it rises, then this whole water of crystalline will remove. Here there will be no, ये भी खत्म हो जाएगा, and we will be going to have only CaSO4 हमारे पास होगा. So हमारे पास question भी है आगे. What would happen if uncontrolled heating is done during the preparation of POP? So if uncontrolled heating is done during the formation of POP, then the whole water of crystalline of gypsum means the whole water of crystalline of gypsum means CaSO4 dot half H2O. Then the whole water of crystalline of gypsum will evaporate, resulting in the formation of anhydrous, means hydrated means water, and anhydrous means no water. So anhydrous calcium sulfate will be formed. That is also called dead burnt plaster. We called it dead burnt plaster. 1 marks question comes from this one. 1 marks. So it is the CSO4 dot 2H2. This is gypsum. This is actually the gypsum. So if uncontrolled heating is done, means the temperature is going above 100, then whole of the water crystalline will goes. There will be no half H2. This will be directly 2 plus 2H2, means this will be removed from this one. And we will be going to have only calcium sulfate, and that is called the anhydrous calcium sulfate. And it is also called the dead bond plaster. Got it? Got it, beta? Got it?
Yes.
So please explain the equation thing again.
Okay, beta. Let me explain you one more time. कि अगर हम लोग CSO4 है हमारे पास CSO4, when we are having this CSO4 dot 2H2, okay. So when we heat it at control, when we are controlled heating it, this is gypsum, then only the from the two half water molecule will remain attached to it, उसके साथ half रह जाएगा, and 1 pass 1/2, यानी एक पूरा और आधा water molecule will be removed, अलग हो जाएगा, and this is called the plaster of Paris. This is plaster of Paris. But if we heat, the uncontrolled heating is done, then the whole water of crystalline will removed, means this whole complete two, there is no half here. अगर यहाँ पर half होगा तो plaster of Paris. If there is no half, then there will be anhydrous calcium sulfate, and that is called it dead bond plaster. We also call it dead bond plaster. Got it? Now.
Yes, sir.
Now, एक ये भी हमारे पास कि what would happen if POP is kept in open air for a long time? So if we kept the POP in open air for long time. So if we, this is the plaster of Paris, CSO4 dot half H2. This is the plaster of Paris, CSO4 dot half H2. So अगर इसको आप बहुत दिन तक open air में रखते हैं या humidity में रखते हैं, तो ये क्या करता है? It get reverse, when the reaction get reverse, means ये जो water of crystalline heat करने पर उसने lose किया था, ये atmosphere से water वापस ले लेगा, and it will form gypsum again, which is a very hard mass, and we cannot use it again. So this is the CSO4 plus 3/2 or 1 pass 1/2 water molecule it will get from the atmosphere, and it will gives you calcium sulfate dot 2H2. So it will absorb the moisture from the atmosphere and will change to gypsum, which is a very hard mass and of no use, और वो किसी काम का नहीं रहेगा. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so reverse हो जाती है reaction. So first one is that control heating is done. If the uncontrolled heating is done, then CSO4 dot 2H2, mean the gypsum's whole water of crystalline will be removed. पूरा का पूरा 2H2 खत्म हो जाएगा, और जो बचेगा हमारे पास that will be called the anhydrous calcium sulfate और dead bond plaster, इसको हम कहेंगे. But if we instead of calcium sulfate, अगर हम लोग if we kept the POP calcium sulfate dot half H2 in open air, then it will attract the 3/2 molecule from the atmosphere में जो water present होता है वहां से ले लेगा, and then it will form the gypsum CSO4 dot 2H2. So it is also, it should be, POP should also be kept in airtight container, so that it do not absorb the water of crystalline. Got it, beta? Got it?
Yes, sir.
So one last question. कहाँ गया? A sulfate salt of group 2. Group 2 are the elements that are present in the periodic table, that you will see that this is we have the certain groups in the periodic table. There are 18 groups we have, जिसमें हमारे पास elements लिखे रहते हैं, इस तरह से हमारे पास table है पूरी. So this second group element are called the group 2 element, and that are going to have the beta, beryllium, magnesium, calcium. Okay, so these are in our syllabus. So it can be either beryllium, it can be either magnesium, it can be either calcium. So it is being given in the question that a calcium a sulfate salt means sulfate salt is one which is going to have the SO4 group. A sulfate salt, okay, SO4 means this is the one which is going to have the SO4 groups. This sulfate salt means SO4 group. So either a sulfate salt of group 2 element means group 2 element, it can be magnesium sulfate, it can be beryllium sulfate, or it can be calcium sulfate. Okay, so it can be any one of the three. So it is being given that it is a white soft substance which can be molded into a shape of making dough. हम लोग इसको मोल्ड कर सकते हैं by making its dough, का डो बना करके हम उसको मोल्ड कर सकते हैं किसी में. When this compound is kept in open air for some time, if we kept this open air, तो it becomes solid mass. तो ये बहुत ही hard mass बन जाता है and cannot be used for molding. अब उसको हम लोग mold के purpose पे use नहीं कर सकते. Identify the sulfate salt. Identified sulfate salt and why it is used such behavior. इस तरह का behavior क्यों show करता है? So it is just a plaster of Paris, POP, because इसी को हम लोग मोल्ड करते हैं और जब इसको लेके आते हैं तो वी जस्ट मोल्ड इट और हम लोग इसको क्राफ्ट मतलब किसी भी शेप में बनाने के लिए हम लोग इसको यूज कर लेते हैं. वी यूज इट इन मेकिंग दी डेकोरेटिव आइटम्स इन आवर होम्स, फॉर मेकिंग स्टैचूज, फॉर मेकिंग सिंपली वी कैन से दैट दी जो हमारी सीलिंग्स होती हैं उनको डेकोरेटिव करने के लिए वी यूज दिस वन. तो पीओपी, सो इनिशियली व्हेन वी ब्रिंग इट फ्रॉम द मार्केट वी कैन मोल्ड इट, बट व्हेन वी कैप दिस इन ओपन एयर it will absorb the half water molecule from this one and will form calcium sulfate. That is a very hard mass substance that cannot be used further. So POP is a hygroscopic salt. Hygroscopic salt means it can absorb the moisture from it, which absorb the moisture from it and form gypsum, which is very hard and cannot be used for molding purpose. We cannot use it for molding purpose. Got it? Questions किस तरह से आते हैं?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is a simple question था जिसमें आपको समझना होगा. तो you have to memorize all the reactions and the chemical reactions of each salt. 3 I have to teach you till here. That one is calcium sodium hydroxide, another one is caustic soda, one is the bleaching powder, and the last one is the this one, that is the plaster of Paris. So please remind this one, इसको याद कीजिएगा. Next class में we will going to discuss this one in detail. Okay, so that's all for today. Okay बेटा.